All right, guys, we got a massive new update to the MrBeast drama. So you guys remember Jake Weddle, right? That is the guy who is a former employee of MrBeast, who was also featured in part 2 of Dogpack 404's video, basically exposing MrBeast. And that video got millions of views as well. Well, Jake Weddle actually made a video about 15 hours ago, so I'm a little late, but we're still going to cover it anyway. Jake Weddle made a video titled, "I Caught Jimmy in a Secret Recording." And in that video, he literally admits that MrBeast actually spoke to him privately and offered him the $190,000 that he was originally owed. Now, Jake actually goes on to say that he didn't take the money. Yes, I'm not joking. He didn't take the money. Wow. So what Jake actually said was he had a private conversation with MrBeast. MrBeast said, you know what? Hey, how about I just give you the $190K that you're owed? And Jake Weddle surprisingly turned it down. And his justification for turning it down for a lesser amount, he ended up walking away with $50K, which, by the way, he did say in this video that he has not been paid yet. So everybody's assuming that MrBeast paid him. He has actually not officially been paid yet. MrBeast said he would pay him the $50K, but it didn't happen yet. But the bottom line is, Jake Weddle said that the reason why he wanted the $50K is because he wants to use it to, one, pay off student loans and student debts and different things like that. I guess he has a lot of debt. He's got some unpaid taxes, different things like that. He said in the video. And number two, he said the reason why he settled for the $50K instead of the $190 is because him and MrBeast basically agreed that he could still talk about MrBeast, which I don't know about you guys, because I saw people kind of beating him up in the comments for it, kind of saying things like, oh, you took the bribe. You got bribed, bro. MrBeast bribed you. To me, I don't think that's a bribe. MrBeast is basically admitting that he's wrong, or at least, admitting that he's guilty, basically authenticating what you said in the Dogpack 404 video. And because of that, MrBeast offered you money. You didn't take the original offer, but you settled for a smaller amount, but you still get to talk about him. I just don't see how that's a bribe, guys. I mean, don't get me wrong. I don't like MrBeast just as much as you guys. All these accusations around MrBeast are extremely serious, but I gotta call a spade here. He gets $50,000 from MrBeast. He still gets to talk to him, basically gets to talk about him, basically no strings attached. I don't think that's a bribe. Now, at the same time, I do think that MrBeast is playing a little bit of chess here, because what's one thing that we all know, guys? It is that money talks. You offer somebody the right amount of money. I mean, there's this whole saying that everybody has a price. I don't actually believe that. I think most people have a price. I don't think everybody has a price, but I do think that most people have a price. The bottom line is, if MrBeast offered some of these guys $1 million, I'm not so sure that will work on Dogpack 404, but I do think that if MrBeast offered some of these guys $1 million to shut them up, they would absolutely do it. But anyway, let's just go ahead and listen to a little bit of what Jake Weddle had to say.
So take that as you will. So me and Jimmy are texting a little bit, and then he calls me, and the conversation goes, "Hey, I'm really sorry about all that. That was fucked up, and I should have put you through that. So I have a lot of money. Do you want some? Oh, how much money? How about the rest of the money from the thing? About $190,000. Would you like that? Would you like $190,000? Oh, that's the thing. I know. I don't want you to think that you got to take any videos down. I don't want you to think you're. You don't have to post anything, because I don't want it to look like I'm buying you out or you're being silent. I want you to keep doing what you're doing. This is just for you to make things right. I respect that. I appreciate that. But you know how it looks. You know, for you to give me this cash that I desperately need, right? You know, I want my audience to trust me here. You know, I want to remain credible. Yeah, totally. So you don't even like post about it. Don't worry about it. Just take this cash. I just don't. Counter offer, $50. You save $140,000. You just give me $50. That's gonna cover all my debts, some medical bills that I have. I have taxes on the back burner from last year because I'm freelance, and that'll get me back to zero. And I get to keep saying whatever the hell I want.
Okay, so some of you guys are probably going to be mad and think that I'm crazy, but one thing that we do on this channel is we keep it real. We're honest. I don't see anything wrong with this right now. So he spoke to MrBeast. He said, look, MrBeast, I'm letting you know right now. One, you owe me money because of all the drama and the stuff that happened that I basically exposed you for. you're already admitting in the private conversation that a lot of what I said was true, or basically everything that I said was true, and you feel guilt, and that's why you're paying me. So I get $50,000 and I get to talk to you, and I can continue to expose and say whatever I want. I just don't see why that makes him a bad guy. I just don't see much wrong with that. The only way I will see something wrong with that is if Jimmy paid him money and there were conditions with it. Now, some of you guys might say, well, maybe he's not exposing everything. I don't know. But let me get to the bottom line. I think that MrBeast, because there's always a motive of why people do certain things. Why would MrBeast give this guy who exposed the money? Is it because MrBeast is this great guy and he feels so bad? I don't think so. I don't think MrBeast is that great of a guy that he would do that. I think that MrBeast gave him this money with the intentions of him giving him positive PR. Remember, Jimmy is extremely rich. He is pretty much a billionaire at this point when you count all the businesses that he owns and stuff like that. So what's $50,000 to this guy? He gives him $50,000. This guy goes ahead and makes a video and gives a little bit of positive PR. And now what's happening is you might have some people in the audience. Obviously, a lot of us are not being fooled by it, but I'm sure there are some people who probably think that maybe MrBeast just felt bad and he's giving them the money out of the kindness of his heart. I don't believe that. There's always a motive for these rich guys whenever they decide to do the right thing, quote unquote. But anyway, that's just my opinion. The other thing I wanted to talk about, which is very interesting in the video, is Jake Weddle basically exposed the fact that Dogpack, he mentioned that Dogpack 404's third video. For those who don't know, Dogpack 404 is coming out with a part 3. We have no idea when it's coming out, but it's going to come out sometime in the near future, for sure. And Jake Weddle basically said that Dogpack 404's video is going to be the worst one. It is going to be the most damning. And in that video, Dogpack is going to speak on some very, very serious allegations, which is kind of crazy because I feel like the allegations that have already been posted about MrBeast have already been very serious. So now I'm wondering, like, okay, what in God's name is going to be in part 3? Let's just go ahead and play that part of the clip.
Say how I feel some more. Dogpack's next video is going to talk about some very, very serious allegations that I think if you work at Beast, don't work at Beast, fan of his, not a fan of his, people need to come forward about how they've been treated and how they've been affected. Because at the very least, if Jimmy is too big to fail, then maybe that'll make the company a little better. And maybe we'll be watching out for more stuff like that. We got to hold people accountable, myself included. Rosanna.
Okay, so that's not good PR. And this is where I want you guys to key in. This is why I pointed out the fact that even though everybody on the internet is running around saying MrBeast paid Jake Weddle, MrBeast paid Jake Weddle, he paid him $50K, blah, blah, Jake Weddle already said in the video. I don't remember the timestamp, but it's there. It's around like the 14 to 15 minute mark. Jake Weddle literally said that MrBeast has not paid me yet. And I'm not going to lie to you, after MrBeast sees this video, Jimmy Donaldson sees this video, I'm not entirely 100% sure that MrBeast is going to pay him, because that right there is not positive PR, okay? That is negative PR, with Jake Weddle basically still saying whatever he wants and just bringing up the fact that Dogpack 404's video is going to be even worse in part 3 than the other 2 parts. So again, everybody's saying that MrBeast is going to pay this guy. I'm not entirely so sure that MrBeast is going to do it. If he still pays him anyway after releasing this video, saying whatever he wanted to say basically, and not really being the PR person for MrBeast, I would be shocked if MrBeast paid him. I would be shocked. And if there's definitely some sort of ulterior motive. But anyway, yeah, that's really all I got. Last thing I want to show is Dogpack 404 did actually comment on the video, and I just wanted to pull that up real quick. So Dogpack commented on the video. He said right here, I think you should get the full 190K. I agree. Jimmy privately offering you money to make things right is a clear admission of guilt. I hope you get all the money you deserve, though, and then some more. Now, I think the ultimate way that this guy could have won is if he gets the 190K, which is literally, yeah, like Dogpack said, it's a clear admission of guilt, and you still get to talk about MrBeast. That would be the ultimate flex. And at the end of the day, he should be allowed to do that, because that 190K is kind of what he's owed anyway. But yeah, that's Dogpack's opinion. And yeah, that's this whole drama. That's the whole situation. That's the update. Definitely let me know what you guys think in the comments. I'm sure you guys have some very interesting opinions about this whole Jake Weddle accepting $50,000 from MrBeast, which, remember, he has not been paid it yet. Just remember that. I'm not so sure he's going to get paid. That's just my opinion. Anyway, that's today's video. Thanks for watching. I'll see you guys in the next one.